Thanks everybody for joining this call. I really appreciate your time. So Google changes all the time. You see changes in Google My Places. You see changes in how they get reviews. You see changes in AdWords almost every week. And I try to follow them. I try to understand them, and once I feel a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to share them with you guys, okay? So you kind of, I should be your go-to person with those kind of changes. So with that said, a big change is that the ad gets changed. So now you have headline, description line 1, description line 2, correct? Headline, description line 1 and description line 2. Now with the update, what they are going to release, kind of, you can use it now and you can only still use the old method, is you got two headlines. Headline 1 on the left and extended headline on the right. And then you have a description box. A description box what is kind of a total of 80 characters instead of 2 description lines from 35 characters each. So you're probably wondering, why is Google to make that change? There are 2 reasons. One is this ad model fits better on mobile. Google is trying to make sure they don't miss the boat for ad advertising on mobile. And the second one, they are able to make that change because on the right hand side those ads are gone. Those 7 ads what you have on the right hand side, they make that change a couple of months ago, and now the ad is in the main body and they have more space. And remember, Google earns the most with AdWords, with ad advertising. So they will always make sure people get results. So they are continuously willing to advertise on it. And they give now, instead of 1 headline, they give 2 headlines. Instead of 2 description lines from 35 characters, they give you a wide box from 80 characters. So you can kind of have a sentence instead of just bullet points. Does that make sense? So 1 common description line 1 and 2, 80 characters instead of 35 characters. So let me show it to you in a live example. So I'm logging in a campaign. We do the ad group, ads, and I make this, let's make this enable and edit this. You see this? That is the domain name. And here's the ad example. Here, now they show the mobile ad even on top as an example, and this is the desktop ads. You see this? Chiropractor Boca. Chiropractor Boca. This is part of the headline number 1. And then you see the second part, Chiropractor Boca, sports car and back pain. So that is the second part of the headline. And then you have a description box. So if it's now call certified call information 24/7 24/7 help whatever, then appointment, a free consultation with appointment. Okay, so now I use a little bit, I use free consultation. Okay, so now you see this, see the ad structure is description line, headline 1, headline 2, and then the big description, the description box. And you can see how it looks on mobile, and you can see how it looks on desktop, and they kind of melted it together. Everybody got this? At the moment you can still create the old-fashioned way, the current way, and you can create the new one. In a couple of months you can only create the new ad structure. Any questions? Can we start in the description with a phone number to track it better? In the past they didn't allow to put a phone number in the ad, and there's not a big reason to do so, because in the campaign you have site links, correct? If you go to the settings, and then there's ad extension, and you can have the phone number listed below the ad. So there's not a reason why you want to do that, and I don't think Google allows to do it. So if they find out with the algorithm that the ad contains a phone number, they will disapprove it. If you start, the way how you ask the question is, can we start the description with a phone number to track it better? So if you only want that they can call from the ad, you set up a call only campaign. So if you go to campaigns, all campaigns, and then create a campaign, and you set up a search network only campaign. Now you can also have a call only. That will show a button, a call button, and they can click on that button only. They do not go to the website. You can have the Google number. That is how you want to track it seen. You enter the phone number from a tracking phone number from call CD or so, and Google number, an 800 number they use, will get linked to the phone tracking number. That has a couple of advantages. you know exactly how many calls you got compared to the clicks. Okay? If the client doesn't answer the phone, so let's see if I can log in a call CD account. Okay, let's go to all numbers. So there's a voice message system in it. In that voice message system, you can say, hey, enable the voice message when the phone doesn't get answered in X seconds, in 20 seconds. And you can enter a text or you can upload an audio file. So now your call portal becomes a voice message system. And there's one more nice thing. Once the voice message is spoken in, you can send the business a text message with the replay URL in a text message. So now it becomes a very convenient online voice message system. Does that make sense? So that is a very nice way to do. Call only and track it to the call portal. For some niches, call only works. You just have to test it. Good question, Sean. Any other question? We still have time. About WP Gateway, about Lead Finder Jack, about Sales Dynamite Jack, about Local Team Jack. About the security plugin. About AdWords. So I'm working on a new website. City. I haven't worked on today because there's Olympic Games coming on. But so it's based on Local Team Jack. It has some nice ideas in it. What is the link for the Local Team Jack team? So if you log in WordPress Direct, Lydia, for example. So I'm now logging in the backend of the drag and drop team. And if you go to Local Team Jack and then niche websites, you see here the number 7 is the AdWords manager site. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question? Okay, now back to this website. So this website becomes an AdWords website. That is the home page, and at the home page I don't know exactly where they are interested in. So this home page has multiple slides, you know, They can be interested in STD, they can be interested in DNA, they can be interested in low price testing, in food testing, or in drug testing. Okay. At the moment, I also have a campaign about DNA testing and send them to this URL. And here you see only one slide. At this moment, I know they are interested in DNA testing. So I don't need to show. So you can set the slides how you would like for each page. Does that make sense? So it doesn't need to be all the same homepage slides. No, you define the slides to your like and to your need. Okay? Does that make sense? So if I show that you on the back end, pages, all pages, and I go to DNA, so here I have defined the slider, correct? And if I edit this, I only have here one slide. Okay? While when I go to the home page, I have again the slider module, but then I have all the main servers in the slide. You guys get it? So keep that in mind if you build a website. So then on the home page again, I show here a vertical quick links menu. See that? So wherever they are, they kind of have all kind of links. And here I show STD tests, DNA testing, drug testing, and whatever. On the DNA page, I will only show, here this is an arrow, I will only show the links which are interested in DNA testing. Okay? Now there's more here. So this is a tricky question. Google assign quality scores to keywords. How do you get a high quality score? What do you think? How do you get a high quality score from keywords? There are actually only 3 elements to make it simple. You guys can mention those 3 elements. How do you get a high quality score from keyword? Paul said same as the ad, good ad. Now, so the factors are keyword density, not too high. George. Okay. Anybody else? AdWords is so simple. It's really simple. Okay. Now, 3 factors to get a high quality score from keyword. One is have an ad with a high click-through rate. So click-through rate is number 1. Okay, so let me put that in a high quality score. Quality score. Number 1 is high click-through rate. Okay. What is a good click-through rate? First of all, it's kind of a hard question, George. Let me the high click-through rate. Okay. Now let me answer that a little bit later on. So what is the second? What's the second factor to get a high quality score? The second is bounce rate. So low bounce rate. Okay, the high click-through rate is, I think you got it, okay, because Google wants to earn money. How more they click on the ad, how more Google is likely to show and willing to show the ad. That does make sense. That's just business sense, correct? Very logic. Google also appreciate if the website visitor likes where they click on. That is, Google wants that for the next search, they also use Google and not Bing and Yahoo. So if they land on a website and it didn't bounce back, that means that website visitor found what they are looking for, correct? And what is the third factor? The third factor is average time on the website. Those three factors, if you get those right, result in a high quality score for that keyword. So let me speak about the ad. The ad needs to be compelling, provide the solution to the searcher needs. Okay, we just did a training last time how to really make high performing ads. Okay, look in the Facebook group if you want to see that replay. It was really good. So now we have the ad in place. So how do we achieve low bounce rate? Low bounce rate you achieve with a headline what is compelling to the searcher. They feel, okay, this is what I was looking for, and with a lot of links. You see, link, 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 link. You see, that is done by a purpose. So the bounce rate will be very good for this website because there's any place where they are, they feel compelling to click on something. Does that make sense? The third is the average time on a website. That is a hard one, you would think, correct? Jack said, don't do SEO. 500 words are not needed. Just list bullet points. How the heck do they stay long on the website? How do you think? You do that by a compelling video. Correct, Sean got it. So by compelling videos, you will increase that they stay longer on the website. Now you get it. That's the secret The secret to high quality score is high click-through rate, low bounce rate, and high average time on the website. Wow, is that all, Jack? Yes, that's all. Now you have something to work with. Here, this is my challenge to you. If you now in other AdWords manager ask the same question, they come with relevancy, kind of SEO things, but not clear where you can work on. Okay, so we got this nailed down. See those bullet points? I show a map. Have to still think about it a little bit. Maybe I will put it in the footer. Any question about this website? I will digest it a little bit more later on once done. Still working on it. There's one more thing what I did. You see this sidebar here? If you look at on mobile, every time you see this sidebar, kind of annoying, correct? On mobile, you kind of want to see just only the text. You don't have, you don't want to go through each sidebar every time. So what we created is that you can set that a certain section or a module, you see, where is the sidebar here? You see show on. So I can say show this sidebar only on desktop or on mobile or on all, correct? So you kind of have a choice. This gets released coming Tuesday. Okay? And then there's some other things, fine things. So with Google AdWords, it's just kind of understanding what Google likes and you work accordingly. You dance with Google. I call that dancing with Google instead of kicking them. And you get much better results and long-term results when you dance with Google. There's one more thing what I forgot to mention. You're probably wondering, Jack, how did you get on this text? Did you ask, how do you get that text in the slider? Do you know what this is? This is all copy and paste from AdWords ads. I repeat what I put in the ad. Okay? This is just copy and paste from the ad. And then, I can add the price to it. But more or less, that is copy and paste from the ad. Is this side model available on Dayspa team? No, that is for a client for me, a big client, and but it is more or less, George, that you understand how the team is built. It's not hard. At the moment you understand how the team is built, you just can do it by yourself. Okay? Instead of, so you're customizing drag and drop team. Yes, that is all in drag and drop. Okay? That is, I love the drag and drop. Yeah, you say, yeah, Jack, you sell them, but I really love it. It's so customizable. Are you providing your client a site along with your AdWords service? Yes, that is my strong preference. I'm not saying that I don't take up a client when I don't get a website, but my strong preference is to provide also the website. So you are in control. And they will not leave that fast because you kind of have all the landscape. So since that, can we ask the client for a lead fee, PPC, on top of the $200 per month management fee? If so, how would you start the conversation? Wow, I have to think a little bit. So per lead model is a certain model, okay? So that instead of the client pays for the clicks, you get paid for how many results they get, how many calls they get. You link a call tracking portal, maybe the form submission, and you invoice them accordingly the amount of results they get. So now Scene is asking, on top of that agreement for $50 call or whatever, can we charge them also a monthly fee? Yeah, but I think I would sell it a little bit as, you know, I will create a website for you, a dedicated website for you, and in order to maintain that and keep it up to date, it costs $200, something like that. So I think I would not combine it with the lead management, but more with an other package, probably, if you want to earn $200 per month for it. So blog. I can load that blog site. See what's coming up. Okay, so you have a blog site here. If you do kind of blogging, and from here you can customize to your like. And I didn't get many questions about the blog team actually, so, but it all works. Continue reading. Any other question? Who's using the gateway? I think if you don't, you should check it out. It's really good. Really good for managing your sites. Anybody has a question on the gateway? Yes, HostGator is not the best place to be in. Actually, how do you say that? You want to set up you for success using a HostGator. You don't want to put your clients on HostGator. That is kind bottom line. Doesn't make any sense. You get $200 or more per month, and then you set them on an HostGator account. That's not doing business. You don't want to risk your client. They get pissed off very easily. So with the HostGator, with the gateway, you want to know that it's hosted on Amazon server. That second is it comes with all kind of securities. The WP Gateway Secure plugin get installed. It's very well monitored for security for hacking. Restore is very easy if something might happen. Backup is weekly. And the third, what will release this week, is a cache plugin. How many of you guys use how many of you guys use a cache plugin? And they all screw up, correct? At least that's my experience. Sometimes, yeah, you use super cache. I have used super cache in the past too. Are you happy with super cache? How they handle the cache when you log in? You have to delete the cache. Do they something with images? It's all kind of halfway work. So yes, George said, so we created a cache plugin what really is optimized for WordPress. What if you log in as admin, it deletes the cache, so you don't have that problem that your cache is still showing while you make changes, and it also optimized the image size. So that's coming this week, and WP Gateway users get that installed for free. So that's coming. Can I FTP to WP Gateway? Yes, you can. So the after cPanel account login is also the same as the FTP account. I think I should say cPanel/FTP. Then it's easier. Yes, you get a cPanel account, you get FTP access, everything. And the gateway is hosted on the Amazon Fast Speed server. Correct. How much? It depends on how many sites you want to host. So 10 sites, $47 is a where is it? Pay as you go, or 10 sites for 47, or 100 sites, $97. That is the business plan is only $1 per website. This is kind of all what you need for $100 per month. And it only takes one client and they pay for the hosting for you. So you just sell a hosting plan to a client, and with that you have free hosting. Can you upgrade? Yes. Yes. If you go to the gateway, there's plans, and then you can just select another plan. Any other questions? I know Doc is on the line. It's quiet today. Haven't heard CK. So this is recorded. You can always listen back. Sales Dynamite Jack training is training, and if you go to training, try to put the training on there are actually two places where you find training. It's on jackhoffman.com. Then you hear the training session, or inside the product. So if you go to help tutorials, you have training. Or if you are in a team and you go to Team Jack tutorials, you know, the back end of the team. Okay, George is telling that he is on a short vacation. I'm thankful that you interrupted for the training. But I wanted to show you where you can find the training. So the training is everywhere at your fingertips, either inside the product or on jackhoffman.com. So with that said, I really thank everybody's attention, time. Don't forget to PM me in Facebook if you need immediate assistance. Tell you that you are an elite member and I am on top of it. Or just submit it in a support ticket so I can, if the technical issue, so I can link it to my programmers. And if you have a new client, let me know, because that is important to me. So thanks everybody, and see you next time.